Hi, so today our topic is how computer works. For understanding how computer works, let us look at the block diagram. So this is the block diagram of a computer. Its components are CPU. It is having two parts, ALU, that is arithmetic and logical unit, and CU, that is control unit. I'll be discussing its working later on. So next one is main memory. And this one is hard disk drive. It contains data in the form of files. And next is input devices like keyboard, mouse, stylus, tablets, etc. And then output devices like monitor, printer, speakers, etc. So let us see these components in a very detail. So the heart of the computer is CPU, that is central processing unit or microprocessor. Today's microprocessors are i3, i5, i7 and so on. So these microprocessors have two parts, ALU and CU. ALU means arithmetic and logical unit, which performs basic operations like basic arithmetic operations like plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulo, and logical unit compares two numbers, which compares less than, greater than, equal to, and also some logical operations like and, or, and not. So second one is CU. So CU controls all the other parts like input devices, output devices, main memory, hard disk drive, etc. So its job is to utilize all the other resources. So that's all for microprocessor. Now let us discuss about hard disk drive. So a hard disk drive contains data in the form of files which are of two types. One is program file and the other is data file. So let us take an example like a notepad in our computer is a program file, and if we watch it in my computer, it is saved as notepad.exe, and inside notepad if we write something and save it, then it will be saved as my.txt file. So this file is the data file. And also let us take another example like a VLC media player is a program file and the music and audios are data file. So let's come to input devices. Input devices contains keyboards, mouses, stylers, tablets, etc. And output devices are printers, monitors, speakers, and so on. So suppose we want to run a program. So before that we need to write the program and save it. All the programs are saved in hard disk drive. So suppose we want to run that program. So that program must be present inside the main memory so that CPU can execute it by taking instructions line by line. So if a program needs some data from the keyboard or it has to display something on the monitor, then it uses input and output devices. Input and output devices have their own memory, which are called as input buffer and output buffer. So if a program has to read something from the keyboard, it will go to the input buffer and get the data from there. And if it has to upload or print something on the monitor, then it will go to the output buffer and get the data from there. So if we type something from the keyboard, then that will fall into input buffer. It directly doesn't enter into the program, and the program can read the content from the input buffer. So as in short, we can say that the programs are present in hard disk drive. They have to brought into the main memory for execution, and CPU will execute them by taking instructions line by line. And if program requires to interact with the user, it uses input and output devices. So now we can say a computer works on binary number system. Why? Because a computer is an electronic device which works on current and voltage. And we know voltage are logically used as binary. That is, low voltage is taken as 0 and high voltage is taken as 1. So let us take an example of integrated circuit. An integrated circuit has 8 pins. So an integrated circuits have 8 pins, and each pin can be on and off. So it can have 2 to the power 8, that is 256 different instructions or commands or messages. So in the same way, CPU is also built upon messages that are in the form of binary, that is low voltage or high voltage. So language of computer is binary. All the arithmetic and logical operations are performed on binary number system. So that's it for this video. We'll be discussing about number system and conversion of number systems in the next video. So thank you.